So, let's talk about Suicide Squad. It was far from perfect. Granted, I'll give you that. I will concede that point. But it wasn't the dumpster fire that most reviews made it out to be. It just wasn't. Like, it's almost as if I watched a different movie from most of these reviews. Let's get right into it. I thoroughly enjoyed myself throughout the movie. And at the end of the day, when you're watching a movie, that's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to enjoy yourself. The setup was simple. The motivations made sense. The 3 top billed actors went in. They did what they were supposed to do. They were enjoyable to watch. They did their job. I absolutely loved the Flash and Batman cameos. And most importantly, it was different. But not different for different's sake. It was still good. There's definitely some things that would need to be improved upon if they would be to move forward with a sequel. So, I'll get into the nitpicks from myself and from others, just to be overly critical for argument's sake. First, a disclaimer. If you defended the issues that exist in Batman vs. Superman, be it the theatrical version especially, or the director's cut, and dump on this movie, you're dead to me. I can't take your opinion seriously, and we never have to have a conversation about comic book movies again. Ever. Now, the nitpicks. The complaint that I've seen the most revolves around the Joker. Half of the people didn't like his portrayal, and the other half wanted to see more of him. And those were both deal-breaking for the movie. What you have to understand is, regardless of the promotion, this is not a Joker film. Not getting what you personally wanted to see does not make a movie horrible. There was a lot of music playing during this movie, and no, I'm not just talking about the score either. There were a bunch of songs with lyrics being played while this movie was going on. If anything took me out of the movie, it was this. And I've seen people say that they were copying the style of Guardians of the Galaxy. I wouldn't go that far, but I definitely understand where they're coming from. Some people complained about the fact that no other heroes in universe came to help during the final fight. There are really 2 explanations for this. One is the in-universe explanation that Superman is dead and Batman is going around collecting the Justice League. The out-of-universe explanation for this is it's a comic book movie. Budgets exist. Everybody can't be in it. In every comic book franchise that is a universe, there are going to be times where, if this was real, other heroes should have been involved. It's just not going to happen. Every movie can't have all the heroes in it. Alright, they really neutered this one. The entire dynamic of the Joker-Harley Quinn relationship is supposed to be that she can't bring herself to get away from him. She has Stockholm Syndrome. And I don't feel like they did a good enough job of displaying that in this movie. They showed, it almost seemed like he loved her too much. Like it was weird. I mean, they showed the one scene where he left her to get caught by Batman, but that was it. The rest of the scenes that they're in together, it seems like he outwardly loves her. And that's really not how the relationship is for everybody that knows about it. There were a couple of plot holes with the Enchantress. So it's explained to us that she has unfathomable power, and that whoever possesses her heart basically controls her. Got it. It's also explained to us that the Doctor is in complete control in human form, and when she makes the change, the Enchantress is in complete control. The movie clearly also displays that the Doctor hates transforming. Got it. So how is the Enchantress summoned when Flag and the Doctor are in the room alone. I mean, this could be explained away by saying that Amanda Waller was just misinformed. Also, even though it's a plot hole that moves the story forward rather than breaking the story. Lastly, the key to defeating her is destroying her heart. So why didn't Amanda Waller just do this instead of poking a bunch of tiny holes in it when she found out that Enchantress went rogue? But again, it's a plot hole, but it continues, in this case, allows the story to happen. So, Will Smith played Will Smith. At this point of his career, let's face it, if he's in a blockbuster, you're basically paying him to play himself. I enjoyed it because I'm a fan of his. Some didn't, and I get that. Harley got her chip deactivated. I say chip, the explosive that's in the neck. Deactivated, and a little bit later when she meets up with the group again, she chooses to comply. It didn't really make that much sense to me because nothing else about her character changes. So, I don't understand. But when Amanda threatened everybody at the end, the square around Harley was red again. Not sure. They didn't explain that. Little plot hole. Okay. While I love the fact that the Flash was in the movie, I absolutely hate the lightning. Just personal preference. Don't kill me. Again, this movie wasn't perfect, but no comic book movie is. I think people have been spoiled by certain movies and expect formulas rather than seeing the movies for what they are and being willing to accept newness into this comic book genre. I'm not going to go in depth with the positive stuff because I like the movie. And if you go see it, which you should, I don't want to rob you completely of those moments. That's all from me, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.